I went back and I'm like, damn, he said that? Where was I? He was saying so much that I'm like, but Kim, I didn't know it was gonna cause this kind of ripple. I didn't think it was gonna move me in the direction. I'm glad it did. I understand what comes along with that. But if you remember, he said it. He said, this is gonna put you in another dimension.
He definitely did.
He said,
but my mama said, boy, there's power in the tongue.
Yes.
Shannon Sharpe has stirred controversy by exposing Oprah Winfrey and other powerful Hollywood figures, sparking widespread debate and concern. Through his podcast Club Shay Shay, Sharpe has given a platform to guests like Katt Williams, who have been vocal about the hidden power dynamics in the entertainment industry. As a result, many fear that Sharpe himself may face backlash or even be cancelled for bringing these sensitive topics to light.
He told me, and my guy Jordan is over there, he said, now they're gonna come for you. I said, can't come for me for what? I didn't say anything.
Right.
He said, they're gonna come. And they're gonna say a lot of different things. And they're gonna be some people that you thought you might be able to get that they're not gonna come now.
Right.
And that's absolutely has happened. That's absolutely has happened. They were so excited. Thanks for reaching out. We can't wait to sit down. And a day later, they can't do it. And then no call, they won't follow, so forth and so on. So I understand what comes along with an interview like that.
Dr. Umar Johnson, a prominent figure known for his advocacy within the Black community, has expressed concerns over Shannon Sharpe's approach when discussing sensitive topics involving Black celebrities.
Steve Harvey coming on Shannon Sharpe's platform was kind of a big deal. Steve Harvey felt, Oprah felt, D.L. Hughley felt that Shannon Sharpe should have been a little bit more protective of the reputations of the persons discussed on his platform. And he was not so when interviewing Katt Williams, and he has not been so when interviewing other people as well. Shannon Sharpe broke the Hollywood rule. And what is the Hollywood rule, Art? When you discuss Black celebrities as a celebrity, you never let nobody give up our most intimate secrets. Our secrets from being exposed to the world. Shannon Sharpe, 3-time NFL Super Bowl winner, NFL Hall of Famer, in my opinion, greatest tight end of all time. Shannon Sharpe, as a celebrity, Art, is supposed to know better. Shannon, you can't let Katt Williams go in on Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is an A-list celebrity. You can't let Katt Williams go in on Oprah. Oprah is an A-list celebrity. You can't let Mo'Nique go in on Oprah and Steve. They're A-list celebrities.
Shannon Sharpe has spoken about the reaction to his interview with Katt Williams, particularly how the public responded to the comedian's bold claims about Hollywood elites. During the interview, Williams allegedly exposed powerful figures in the entertainment industry, including Oprah Winfrey. Williams's accusations touched on the ways in which these elites control narratives and manipulate the careers of celebrities.
He gets there early, and so he's talking, and I said, okay, let's get him mic'd up. So we go 15, 20 minutes before the noon hour. So I'm thinking in my mind, damn, we started at noon. But I forgot that we started 20 minutes early. And so once he gets going, so I was like, okay. He says, so I give my introduction, welcome to Club Shay Shay, blah, blah, blah. I tell you who he is, some of the things that he's done. And so how you doing, Katt? We toast. And now I'm about to ask my first question, and he says, I want to tell you why I came. Okay, tell me why you came. He goes 30 minutes before I'd ask a question. Now, I could have easily cut him off.
And Laportier.
Yeah, I could have easily cut him off, P-Mac. But if I'd have cut him off, maybe he loses his train of thought. He goes 30. Okay, now it's my time to get in here. Okay, where you from? But a lot of the stuff he was saying, because I don't live in that world. People think because, oh, Shannon, you live in Hollywood, you must have heard, you must have been. No, bro. I got my own thing. And what somebody else has going on, ain't got ish to do with me. That ain't my life. That doesn't pay my bills. So why am I worried about what somebody else is doing? Okay, you decide, fans, listening, watching. You decide whether or not you believe him. Was it tough hearing some of the things that he was saying? Yes, because I have a personal relationship with Earthquake. I've had Steve Harvey on the show. I consider him a friend. I've had Ricky Smiley on the show. Kevin Hart, I've been to his home.
Dr. Umar believes that Sharpe should exercise great caution and responsibility when handling such matters, especially on his public platform. Johnson's argument suggests that black public figures are often unfairly scrutinized by the media, and exposing their personal secrets can perpetuate negative stereotypes or harm their reputations.
Shannon Sharpe broke the one rule that is unforgivable by celebrities in show business. You never expose or reveal our privations and Hollywood secrets to the public. Steve Harvey violated that rule, and as a result of that, a lot of celebrities are being told not to interview with Shannon Sharpe. Not Stephen, Shannon Sharpe violated the rule. A lot of celebrities are being told not to interview with Shannon Sharpe. A lot of his guests are canceling their interviews because they don't want to get blacklisted by Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Here's what I think. I don't think they could cancel Shannon Sharpe. You know why? He's too popular with everyday black people. Shannon Sharpe's audience is amongst the people in the community. Don't get me wrong. Shannon Sharpe is bougie. He's not about the grassroots struggle. If he was, he would date black women, and he doesn't. So Shannon Sharpe is not no freedom fighter. Don't get me wrong. But his audience is the everyday black community. So how can Oprah cancel that? How can Tyler cancel that? They can stop him from getting A-list interviews.
Scholars, a commentator, referred to the Katt Williams interview on Shannon Sharpe's podcast Club Shay Shay as crazy. This description captures the highly charged and intense nature of the interview. Katt Williams, known for his candidness and willingness to challenge powerful figures in Hollywood, made several explosive claims during the interview.
Club Shay Shay be cooking. Like Club Shay Shay, the motherfucker be going on there wilding. I don't think Katt Williams is lying.
But
I don't think it's a but. I think them some wild ass boys in fucking Hollywood.
no, they're wild boys.
And I think when you got that kind of power and you got that kind of money, you probably say shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I still don't know why he would want to suck.
That's the crazy thing to me.
Yeah, if you're the person with the power and you have the ability to change somebody's situation, why would you be sucking?
Yeah.
That's what makes it even wilder. But maybe you're a comedian. Katt's a comedian.
So
that's a better bit.
It is a way better bit.
That's a better bit.
It is a better bit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was to say, Harvey asked me to do X, Y, and Z,
he says,
we expect that.
Over the years, there have been allegations that Oprah Winfrey's show was used as a platform to spread misinformation. Critics argue that Oprah, intentionally or otherwise, gave a voice to guests and ideas that lacked scientific evidence or perpetuated harmful beliefs.
He was consistently trying to sell different diet pills, miracle weight loss pills that simply did not work. Using your medical degree to sell junk diet pills, in my opinion, is disgusting. This kind of medical misinformation was most certainly not the only kind of misinformation that we would see on the Oprah Winfrey Show. We also saw a lot of spiritual manipulation and spiritual misinformation. In 2010, Oprah Winfrey brought on self-proclaimed spiritual healer onto the Oprah Winfrey Show named John of God. John of God caught a lot of media attention for allegedly being able to place his hands on people. John of God would also perform surgeries with scissors and his bare hands, and the patients he was operating on would not receive any kind of pain relief or anesthesia. John of God did not have any kind of medical training or any kind of degree in the medical field whatsoever. He was simply a farmer who decided to travel through Brazil, living as a self-proclaimed spiritual healer and virtually a snake oil salesman. He began doing this in the late 70s, so by the time that Oprah caught wind of him, he had been doing his traveling spiritual healing for quite some time. When Oprah invited John of God onto the Oprah Winfrey Show, his public image raised exponentially.
In recent years, there has been a growing awareness among the public regarding Oprah Winfrey's influence and control within the media industry. Critics claim that people are starting to see Oprah as more than just a talk show host or media mogul, but as someone who plays a powerful role in shaping narratives.
I'm so glad the internet is waking up about this long forehead velociraptor looking ass bitch. I am so tired of Oprah, I really am. All these people in the world got a problem with you and you think you ain't the problem. Even Taraji. I mean, come on. Nobody becomes a billionaire by being ethical, baby. I'm just saying, nobody becomes a billionaire by being ethical. So me seeing Oprah get dragged, I'm like, ooh, hit her again. Ooh, hit her again. Hit her again. Especially how she did them people in Maui talking about, I'm gonna pray for you while you got all them acres of land. Faith without works is dead. Prayer without works is dead. Give the land back, baby. So anyway, it's been nice seeing the internet drag Oprah. I know Mo'Nique is so happy that the internet is finally waking up about Oprah. Like, she gives me the worst vibes ever. And the first red flag was that billionaire shit. That was the first red flag for me. But then she kept having issues with people, and people kept talking about their issues with her, and I'm just like, ooh, you a real nasty type of woman.
Comedian Dave Chappelle has made bold statements about Oprah Winfrey, suggesting that she is a handler in Hollywood with the power to cancel anyone she chooses. Chappelle's comments align with a larger narrative that portrays Oprah as a gatekeeper in the entertainment industry. Some have accused Oprah of insulting or putting celebrities in uncomfortable positions during interviews on her show, using her influence to dictate the direction of their careers.
I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay. When you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No, I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress because, when you're a guy that generates money, people have a vested interest in controlling.
Further on in that video, you could tell that he was actually making reference to how after people make those deals, they have to do embarrassment rituals or something erratic happened. And Oprah was actually playing very coy to the situation. Not to mention, if we actually bring up the school that she had in South Africa, it was stated allegedly that the girls, and it was an all-girls school, some of them were missing and others were found pregnant. And there were reports that there was alleged abuse there.
Comedian and actress Mo'Nique has publicly accused Oprah Winfrey of playing a role in her being blackballed from Hollywood. Mo'Nique claims that Oprah, along with other industry figures like Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry, conspired to damage her career after she refused to comply with certain demands.
Church, in the past, Mo'Nique has made a point of distinguishing Mo'Nique the person from Mo'Nique the comedian, okay? Mo'Nique the person from Mo'Nique the comedian. Well, I'm here to tell y'all today that Mo'Nique the person needs to get Mo'Nique the comedian in check, okay? Because Mo'Nique the comedian is ruining it for both of y'all, okay? Now, for all of y'all that had lives and couldn't keep up, Mo'Nique the comedian went on yet another tirade against Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, okay? And for the full clip, please go on down to TMZ because I'm talented with wordplay, but there's only so much I can do on TikTok before they take the damn video down, all right? Now, there's an old country song that goes, 1 step forward and 2 steps back. And every time that Mo'Nique goes on one of these damn tirades, that's literally the song that plays in my head, okay? Because Mo'Nique, you go on Shannon Sharpe's show, okay? And you're intelligent, you're eloquent, you're calm, you're cool, you're collected, you make your case, you make a lot of sense, you get people on your side, and then you literally undo all of the goodwill that you've just done. In the eternal words of Iyanla Van Zant, Your behavior diminishes your message, okay? Now look, Mo'Nique, I don't know if you ever gonna get that damn apology from Oprah Winfrey or that money from Tyler Perry, but what I do know is this: you get more flies with honey than you do vinegar, okay? And I don't know a person alive that's gonna give you what you want when all you do is continue to insult them. Now y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later.
Mo'Nique has labeled Oprah a gatekeeper in Hollywood, someone who uses her power to control access to opportunities. According to Mo'Nique, Oprah's influence is so vast that she can dictate who succeeds and who fails in the entertainment industry. This allegation has sparked discussions about the power dynamics within.
I need us all to give ourselves a round of applause for canceling Oprah last week.
Wrong. Y'all are late to the party. I know she was BSing when this came out. This had the black community in a chokehold. I'm a billionaire because I manifested it. Y'all are not manifesting. You need to speak that you're a billionaire and you will become one. I know what some of y'all are saying. You have to make a substantial change in the way that the world works to become a billionaire or inherit it. You may think, why was this playing in churches when she's a new age spiritualist? I don't know. In this, not shocked. Then on top of that, what she did to Mo'Nique was so vicious, Oprah wanted to exploit her, make her face her abuser of years for views. Mo'Nique wasn't having it. She said, I'm not doing that. All of a sudden, Mo'Nique can't get a single job. And this woman was running. Don't get me started on Tyler Perry. Oh, if you don't know, on top of that, she's making money from the Maui fires. Mind you, she was part of the problem. She owned so much land on their land. And her and The Rock started a non-profit, so they're gonna get that government assistance money, give some to the people, and then pocket the rest. Then ask us for more money. Y'all are just now realizing, because I know Oprah been that girl for the longest time. As a kid, from The Secret alone, I knew she was full of crap.
Mo'Nique has also made claims about Oprah's behavior behind the scenes, suggesting that the public persona Oprah presents is different from how she acts when the cameras are off. Mo'Nique has stated that Oprah's behavior in private settings is far less gracious and more controlling than what is shown to the public.
She says, oh, I say that to everybody. Well, then what does that make you? Everybody reminds you of you? Or do you just say things in the moment? So when I say to our community, I know Oprah Winfrey when the curtains are closed. I know her when the cameras aren't running. That's why Oprah Winfrey does not want to sit down publicly with me nor my husband to have a conversation, because within minutes, the community would know who Oprah Winfrey really was, because what she's not used to is anybody asking her any questions. I'm the deliverer. I'm the author. I'm the authority of all life and all beings, and I know it all.
Some commentators and conspiracy theorists have speculated that 2024 will be a pivotal year for the exposure of elites in various industries, including Hollywood. Oprah Winfrey is frequently named in these discussions as one of the powerful figures who will supposedly face public scrutiny. Both Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams have been mentioned as playing a role in this exposure, particularly through their discussions on Club Shay Shay.
How much further do we really need to examine these situations and ask questions? Like, people always are putting narratives on certain things, but at what point do you say, okay, there might be some validity to this. There might be some truth behind this. We need to go unveil the curtain and dive a little deeper. I don't care if it's an elite. I don't care if you're a billionaire, a trillionaire, if we ever get one of those. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me. Matthew 19 verse 24 says, and again I say to you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. So just because you got money don't mean you're good. Not whatsoever. A lot of these people are very evil. And I'm not going to say right away Oprah is guilty. God is the ultimate judge. But from afar, it looks a little suspicious to me. It smells a little fishy. And, you know, I've always wondered why Oprah would go all the way over to Africa to build schools instead of first taking care of home and you know, help fix inner city schools like places Chicago, Detroit, Memphis, and so on. Now it all makes sense. It really starts to add up when you take a step back and say, hey, what's really going on? And why are these people doing these things instead of getting involved in these actions over here in the United States first? But then when some race issue comes out, they want to, racism is the issue and Me Too, and they want to, you know, go with all these virtuous, you know, fake facade issues going on, but behind closed doors is really some smoke and mirror from what possibly could actually be going on. It just makes you think. And people need to stop looking up to and idolizing these popular celebrities and these politicians. If you are, I'm not saying you are, but this is exactly why idolatry is a sin, because we as human beings, all of us are a fallen race. And without reaching repentance and turning from your wicked ways and changing your life and putting your faith in Christ, this is what happens. Pervasive, predatory, wicked behavior and a life of waging sin that always in the end leads to death. The Almighty gave us free will. You can do good in the world. You can provide value, uplift society, love your neighbor as yourself, and serve the kingdom. Or you can, use that free will to do evil.
Over the course of her career as a talk show host, Oprah Winfrey has developed a reputation for asking deeply personal and sometimes uncomfortable questions during her interviews. While this approach has often been praised for its ability to elicit honest and emotional responses from her guests, some critics argue that Oprah crosses the line, putting celebrities in awkward or vulnerable positions.
Now, you did say earlier that when you were a little boy, we're looking at that little picture of your little ears spread on there, that you were worried about your own sense of sexuality, growing up in a house with all females.
I think that's a true statement on my part, because I was very scared to be around guys and boys, little boys, and I didn't know how I would fit in because I was so shy and to myself. So. But
you are not gay,
no,
and if you were gay, I believe you would tell me.
I think so.
I think so. So. Are you bisexual?
No.
You're not bisexual?
No.
You do say you don't have to applaud or not applaud. Okay, you do say in this book, you say that maybe in your mind you are. Yeah. And what does that mean?
I can float with the idea.
You can float with the idea.
Here, basically, she continuously asks Dennis Rodman if he's gay. Now, if you ask once on a talk show, I don't really think that would be weird, because at the end of the day, talk shows or whatever the Oprah Winfrey show is considered as, they want ratings. They want, I guess, a good level of scandal. They want people to watch.
One of the most controversial moments in Oprah Winfrey's career was when she interviewed the accusers of Michael Jackson following the release of the documentary Leaving Neverland. During the interview, Oprah gave the accusers a platform to share their stories of alleged misuse at the hands of Jackson.
A big part of the confusion and shame for child victims is that the attention and the seduction from the predator, who is probably going to be somebody you know.
Right.
In order for it to work, it has to be somebody you know, somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. If you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your, it feels good. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good.
And that was such a particularly challenging part for me in beginning therapy. That was one of the biggest things I kept bringing to therapy was, what does it mean that it felt good? What does that mean about me?
That's one of the reasons it's so confusing for children.
Yeah.
And when I first said this years ago, people were like, you're crazy, because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped.
This episode sparked intense debate, particularly among Jackson's fan base, who felt that Oprah was unfairly targeting the late pop star. The claim that Oprah attempted to justify molestation by saying that it feels good to be touched is a misrepresentation of the actual interview. Oprah's intention was to explore the complex emotions of victims of mistreatment.
If the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it.
Comedian Trevor Noah has used his platform to highlight the scandals surrounding Oprah's school in South Africa. Oprah opened the school in 2007, intending to provide education to underprivileged girls. However, the school was later embroiled in a scandal involving allegations of misuse by staff members.
So Oprah flew down on her jet and she built the school. $50 million she spent. Most expensive school in Africa. Most expensive anything, in fact. $50 million. That's what she spent. It's got state-of-the-art computers, state-of-the-art facilities and cars and all this equipment, state-of-the-art everything. Well, not everything. Teachers, not so much. Shame. A lot of scandals going down at that school. This wasn't Brad Pitt she was talking to, you know? She came in, she was like, "You're not gonna spank these kids, are you?" And the headmaster was like, "No, never. Never. No, we can never spank a child, never." She was like, "Okay then, bye-bye." She went on her plane, back to America. The principal was there. "Hi, Oprah. Yeah, right, as who right then? Hi." "No, never. Us spanking a child, never. We beat them."
What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments section. Stay tuned until next time.